folks, well tonight we are going to be doing something kind of special around here. Now I'm getting ready to make some of Chuck's version of pork fried rice, and so I'm going to be doing a little shaking it up a little bit here, not a whole lot but somewhat, and hey, let's get turning around here and let's see how I go about this. Alright folks, so I may be shaking things up a little bit, but I do still need rice. Now I've got 1 cup of long grain brown rice here, and that's going to go into this is a 4-quart pot here. And then I've got 2 cups of chicken broth here, and it is broth, which is the saltier of the broth stock and all that. And so that's going to go right here into my pot, and I've already got my stove going over here. I'm going to put a lid on this to start with, and I've got to bring this to a boil. Shouldn't take too long. And then after I bring it to a boil, then we put it down to a simmer for 45 to 50 minutes, and that should finish off our rice. Now you can use water rather than chicken stock. It'll turn out just fine. You might want to salt it to your taste, or just great. Now the next thing I got here, I got 4 eggs, and I'm going to scramble 4 eggs in my skillet over here on the stove. So let's get moved over there and see what we're up to. Okay, so believe it or not, our rice already came up to a boil, and that's going to make between 3.5 and 4 cups of rice here. Now I went ahead and took the liberty of scrambling up my eggs here, and I've got oil in my skillet. All my action is going to be taking, well, except for the rice, all my action is going to be taking place in my beautiful cast iron skillet. Now, and I've got plenty of oil in here. If you've ever made scrambled eggs, you know that scrambled eggs are kind of oil sponges. And if I have any left over, it's not going to go to waste. It doesn't take long at all to make scrambled eggs. I'm not going to season these scrambled eggs like I would if they were breakfast. Okay, I think that's good. I'll go ahead and turn my heat off for now. I'm going to move these scrambled eggs over here to a plate where they can sit for the time being. We got other things to do. Looks like I'll have to put more oil in there before we're done. By the way, I set my timer for 45 minutes on the rice, and we'll check it at 45 minutes and see if we need the additional 5 minutes or not. I do like my rice kind of tender. Okay, so tonight I went to the grocery and I found this package of pork loin chops, assorted pork loin chops, and I don't need all this for this fried rice, pork fried rice at that. I think I only maybe need 1 or 2 of these. They're pretty good size. They're about 3/4 of an inch thick. There we go. I think that's going to be plenty of meat for this fried rice. I'm going to put these into a freezer bag and they'll be used again. Well, maybe not used again, but they will be used in a future recipe. Let's put it that way. So let's get the bones out of it to start with. Of course, you could use expensive pork chops for this, but I don't see the need because we're just getting ready to chop them up here in just a moment. Okay, let's Got it pretty well trimmed out of there. I might be able to get a little more out yet, but what I don't get, my chickens will. Now we just want to kind of sort of cube this up. And maybe you can tell I'm using a pretty sharp knife. Keep your fingers back. No human blood is needed in this recipe. Especially my human blood. Something there. Something right in here that I didn't get out. Now I'm going to come back and cut it the other direction. These two chops are kind of, they'll make a pretty good size amount of finished product here. Okay, so there we go. That was 2 big pork chops worth. And here I have me some of my favorite Creole seasoning. Like that. Don't want to get too hard on this because it's kind of salty, and we are going to use some soy sauce here in a bit. That stuff is kind of hard on the lungs too. Alright, I'm going to move that off to the side. Get rid of these bones. Now if you watched my video on cube steaks, which you can find up in the right hand corner, I told you I was going to use that other half of onion somewhere. Well, this is where it's going to go. I'm going to just kind of slice it in long slices like so. Just like that. Then I got 1 carrot here. I'm just going to cut both ends off. This is a little thin carrot. I don't need a lot of carrot. Up here at the fat end, I'm going to kind of cut it in quarters maybe. And then I'll just leave. Well, that got me 1 jalapeno here. I will be washing my hands shortly. If you've ever stuck your finger in your eye after you've been dicing jalapenos, it'll make you a believer. You could use bell pepper in place of this if you're not into jalapenos and their heat or their flavor or whatever. Okay, so now let's get turned around here and get over here by the skillet again. That's where we need to go to work. Okay, for now I'm going to put my heat on about medium. I'm going to put about another tablespoon of oil in here like that. And then it's time to move this pork chop into our pan. Oh, I forgot, I got 3 green onions here. I want to go ahead and cut the green parts off though. Not off though. I want to chop the green parts. We'll go ahead and turn my heat up to high. Okay, at this point, most of our pink is gone out of the meat. I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. I'm also going to put my jalapenos in. Okay, so our rice is finished up. Our meat, onions, and peppers here are right at finished. I'm going to give them another minute or so. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. That. And I want about 4 cloves worth of garlic in here. Like that. In goes my carrot. Just like that. It's time to come in with our rice. Like that. Couple tablespoons of soy sauce. I've got a half a cup of frozen peas here. They must be frozen peas. Canned peas will turn to absolute mush and you will not be happy. back in with our egg. Chop it up and get it mixed in good. How does that look? One last thing to do here. I'm going to come in with about half of these green onions. Like that. It's time to knock the heat off of that. And get ready to eat. Okay, so at this point, just a little bit more green onion on there just to kind of garnish it up a little bit. Nothing too fancy, just like that. Now, if I want more salt on this, I'm going to do it with soy sauce from this point. And I did taste it. I did want a little more salt, so there we go. I would prefer soy sauce. I mean, we are talking semi-Chinese here. Alright, so let's get turned around. It's that time. Okay folks, well I don't mind telling you that I had to come out of that stocking hat I had, or knit hat, whatever you want to call it. Toboggan is what we call them around here. It got kind of warm in this kitchen, between the rice and then all the frying and all that kind of stuff. That's alright, because now it's time for the payoff. And like I said, I have tasted this because I needed to know if it needed more salt. And that's when I added the additional soy sauce at the end. Folks, this is great. It's not hot. I mean spicy hot, the jalapeno. It's just there a little bit. What a beautiful dish. And it tastes wonderful. In fact, I need some more. Carrots have just a little bit of hardness left. The peas are fine. Everything's great. Folks, this turned out wonderfully. I hope you can see that. Folks, I think if you give this a try, you're going to like it. There's a lot of moving parts, but I think you can do this. Do me a favor. If you like what you're seeing, down here in the bottom right hand corner, hit like and subscribe. And stay tuned, because there's always more to come. And thanks for watching.